Hi, I'm Joni Marks. I'm a three-time international best-selling author and the creator of three acclaimed online courses for Udemy.com. And I want to welcome you to this episode of my new series on finding true love after 50. And the material, some of it is from my new book, Finding True Love After 50. And this episode is the second in the series that we've started on how to be comfortable with thinking about and acting on your future so that you are able to prepare yourself and your loved ones for the future. So we are going to start now with the second and the third steps to that process. Step 2 is to inventory your assets, and step 3 is to record your stories. And let's take a deep breath here, because this is not an easy topic to cover, because what we're doing here is going through the steps to prepare you for a future where you are not physically a part of. That is a very hard thought to think about. In spite of how challenging it is, this is an ideal opportunity to communicate your values, your wishes, and your guidance to your loved ones. For this reason and more, leaving cherished items and assets to heirs requires thoughtful consideration, not only of the monetary or material value, but also the emotional and sentimental significance of these things and what they hold for you in your heart. This is where your stories and your legacy come in. Now we're going to go over steps 2 and 3 and how they relate to life after 50. Step 2, inventory your assets. This step involves not only financial assets like bank accounts, stocks, and real estate, but also personal items that hold sentimental value. For many people, this step can be overwhelming, but it is also incredibly liberating. To offset any stress, remember, it is not just about distributing financial assets or cherished items. It's a profoundly liberating process in reflecting upon your life, core values, and the legacy you want to leave behind. Step 3, record your stories. Every item in your home has a story to tell. If you want to gift an item to a loved one, you will want to also share the story behind it. There's a picture of me with my dear friend Freddie the Frog. For you and many of your heirs, the emotional value of an item far exceeds its monetary value, as they carry immense sentimental value. More than an objects and a will, your legacy is made up of stories and experiences. Be sure to video record your stories about cherished items as you inventory them. This is what I've done with my cherished childhood friend. To help you integrate what you're learning, I'm next going to share with you 3 journal prompts. But before I do that, I want to give you some tips on how you can record the stories about cherished items that you will bequeath, but you don't think that someone would necessarily value it as much as you do, because it doesn't necessarily have great monetary value. In the previous part of this episode, there's a picture of me with my cherished friend, Freddie the Frog. This is a faded beanbag in the shape of a frog, and he has these wonderful bright green eyes that are plastic and the light shines in them, and one of them had to be glued back. That is one of the things that I cherish most. So in order for Freddie not to end up in the waste paper basket someday, I recorded on my iPhone the story about why Freddie the Frog is important to me. And to me, he's important because when I was 5 years old, I had a terrible experience where I felt that I had been abandoned. And I had no brothers and sisters, and I had no aunts and uncles, and I thought my parents were going to abandon me. So the only friend I had in the world was Freddie the Frog, who got me through that. So that's why it's important to me. And now, even if I gave you Freddie the Frog, you would value him because of the strength that this little inanimate object gave to me, and how I gave him anthropomorphic qualities, that he was my best friend and got me through these dark times. After this episode, create some time to journal your responses to the following journal prompts. 1. What are your most cherished items? Why are they dear to you? And what memories, stories, or emotions are associated with them? 2. What items of yours might have significant monetary value, but also hold immense sentimental value for you and your loved ones? And 3, are there items you can pass down that might begin a new family tradition or legacy? What do you hope these items will represent for future generations? Thank you for joining me for this episode. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I invite you to do so. And to sign up for my acclaimed online courses, Finding True Love, Drive Through, Make It Your Own, and Refocus and Renew Your Life, visit udemy.com, and in the search box, type my name, Joni Marks. And until you and I meet again, remember every morning, look into your mirror, smile at yourself, and say, I am my own best friend, for I came into this world to be myself. For that I came. Thank you, and all my best.